I'm Chantal Coady and I'm founder and creative director of Rococo Chocolates.
Then you can just talk to me. Tell us a little bit about the story behind Rococo Chocolates.
So Rococo Chocolates was founded 35 years ago. The first shop opened on the King's Road and I just graduated from art school. So it was kind of era of punk and new romantics, and I just felt there was something a bit staid about the chocolate scene in London, so I decided to come and shake it up a bit. So yes, I was 23 when I opened the shop.
That's amazing. And tell us a bit about the shop here, because you've obviously got a cafe, almost a factory downstairs.
So here at Mottcombe Street we have the cafe, we have the beautiful garden that we're sitting in, inspired by Moroccan themes. We've got the beautiful blue and the planting, which is reflecting a lot of the fragrances that we use in the floral flavour. So we had violets and roses, jasmine, geranium, mint, those sort of things, which you'll find when you're in the shop looking around at some of the collections. So this shop opened 10 years ago, and we also run classes from here and events. So we do pairings and tastings, and you can come and make your own truffles or your own chocolate bar, or if you want to really learn a lot more, you can book your own masterclass.
And what's the kind of philosophy and ethos behind your brand?
So I suppose one of the main basis is about trying to bring the magic and joy back into chocolate. So a lot of it is about creativity and surprisingly for some people, Britishness, because the name Rococo maybe doesn't sound very English, but yes, we're quite playful, and we like to use those words, and the definition of it is a bit wacky, off the wall, asymmetric, unexpected stuff, but based and inspired by nature.
And do you have seasonal chocolates?
We do. We have our head chocolatier, Karen Waller, who is really, really talented. She has won for Rococo many awards. In fact, we got something called the Golden Bonbon Award. So that was the very best chocolate in a competition out of more than 300. It was actually the citrus rooibos. So yes, we do. We have collections, seasonal collections. We're constantly innovating. We do some really classic things, and we also go out there and do some wacky things, like, for example, our caviar chocolate.
I know, I saw that.
And
so cool.
Have you tasted it though?
No.
Well, it's unexpectedly good. It's got a salty tang, and then at the end you just get that slightly caviar flavour, which it's not too fishy, and it's got a little bit of butteriness about it, and it's balanced by a single origin 75% Tanzania chocolate.
Wow. And I'm just going to ask you about your hampers. What can someone expect if they get one of your hampers?
We do a whole range of hampers, from quite modest ones to big ones, and you can actually pick what you want to go in, or you can choose one of our collections. So we have, based on the three kings, the names of Caspar, Melchior, Balthazar, but we also have the hat boxes. So it's either traditional wicker one or a beautiful card one with the Rococo patterns.
And where else do you have other stores?
So we have stores in Chelsea, the original one on the King's Road, Belgravia, which is Mottcombe Street. We have Marylebone, just off the High Street in the foodie quarter on Moxon Street, which is opposite the Fromagerie and the Ginger Pig. And finally we have Covent Garden, Seven Dials, Earlham Street, which is the newest London store.
And what do you want people to take away from trying your chocolate?
Well, I hope that we can encourage people to enjoy chocolate, that people can enjoy eating our chocolate and understand that you don't need to have very much to have a really wonderful experience. So it can be, our tagline really is pleasure and provenance. So you come here for a wonderful experience, but you know that where the chocolate is coming from is a very good and happy place. Our cocoa comes from Grenada. In fact, it doesn't come as cocoa beans, because we're part of this incredible new economy which is where the farmers are there at the heart of it. So we're trying to create a little microeconomy surrounding cocoa and chocolate. And in Grenada we've invested in a little cocoa farm, and we're working with the farmers and the chocolate makers to make the finished product. So they do tree to bar, which is much more intense and has a lot more integrity than bean to bar, which anyone can do. So that comes all the way from Grenada, and we use that actually in our organic recipe. So there's some Grenada, but we also sell all of the individual chocolate bars, and it's organic. It's a really delicious, wonderful chocolate.
Amazing. So you're kind of giving back as well as...
Yes, and in fact I'm actually on the board of directors for the company, because it's had a bit of a sad history where two of the original founders have died, and so the one left needs a lot of support really to keep everything together. And the factory and the farm employ about 25 people, so it's a big chunk of people living in the village there. I have actually been really honoured to be awarded an OBE for services to chocolate making. Now, it's the very, very first one that they've given for that particular category. So I'm really, really proud to be recognised in that way for my hard work over the years, and hopefully rattling a few cages and making a few good changes in the world of chocolate.